Welcome back, everyone. The heartbreaking events of CNN anchor Erin Burnett's life are the subject of our tale today, and it will captivate you from the outset. You may be surprised to learn that, despite her polished exterior, she has experienced some difficult times. You may recognize her as the scathing, steady voice of Erin Burnett out front, breaking down the news every night. What experiences did she have that have affected her so much? Keep reading, because this is a journey filled with heartache, resiliency, and a side of Erin that you don't see on television. Let's get started. As the host of her 7 p.m. show, Erin Burnett is well known at CNN and attracts millions of viewers. Whether reporting from conflict areas like Ukraine or questioning domestic leaders, she has a talent for delving deeply into stories. She was a financial analyst at Goldman Sachs before a fan letter to CNN's Willow Bay changed her life. She was born in Maryland in 1976. She was hired by CNBC and later CNN in 2011 as a result of her hustle, and she has been a rock star ever since. However, despite all of her accomplishments, she has encountered some unexpected challenges in life that are difficult to overcome. When Erin conducted an on-air interview with Serhiy Parabinas, a Ukrainian, in March 2022, it was one of the most devastating moments. His account was gruesome. He discovered that his wife and 2 children had been killed by Russian shelling after seeing a picture of them on Twitter and identifying their clothing and belongings strewn about the debris. Erin lost her composure as he spoke about his family. You could see the sorrow hitting her like a truck as her voice broke, and tears streamed down her cheeks. She has previously written about difficult subjects, but this time it was more than just a story. It was personal. You can be sure the moment struck close to home because she is a mother of 3 herself, with children born between 2013 and 2018 with her husband, David Rubulata. Her heart has been exposed on other occasions as well. Erin spoke with Maura Lewinger, a Queens resident whose husband, Joe, passed away with COVID-19 back in April 2020 at the beginning of the epidemic. Since she had instructed the nurse to keep things quiet, Maura had to say goodbye to him over FaceTime as he slipped, away in the intensive care unit, music playing in the background. "Sorry, it made me cry," Erin remarked, breaking down once more. "I wanted everyone to know how much your spouse was loved in your town." It was honest, unvarnished, and demonstrated how deeply these tales affect her. According to her, journalists bear the responsibility of their work, and since COVID was so personal, there was no getting around it. And then there is the hatred she has encountered. Anyone would be alarmed by the threats and trolls that have targeted Erin. A Canadian man named Nicholas Sullivan was caught in 2021 after threatening to kill her, her family, and her CNN staff for months. Imagine being exposed to that type of venom every day. It's terrifying. She has also received criticism from well-known figures like Donald Trump, as well as anonymous internet trolls who disparage her work or even her blinking. Yes, it has been a source of obsession for years. She acknowledged that it hurts in a 2022 interview with The Cut. She said, "I find it hard to believe anyone who says it doesn't upset them when people come after them en masse." Although she tries not to take it personally, it stings, since she is a human. There have also been setbacks in her career. She started out front at CNN after leaving CNBC in 2011 after shining on Squawk on the Street. Early on, some criticized it, claiming it was inadequate. For someone who had climbed so high that must have hurt. She has also experienced uncomfortable on-air situations, such as in 2017, when she had a cold and her eye swelled shut just before the broadcast. She had to get on X to reassure her fans who were freaking out online, believing she had been hurt. "Thanks, everyone, just a bad cold. Sorry, all." Or when she heard a Trump remark about a soldier's funeral in 2024 and said an expletive, she quickly apologized. But when you're live every night, it's the kind of slip that stays with you. Another layer is added by being a mother. Erin claims that having Owen, Colby, and Niall transformed her perspective on the world. she told The Cut. "It makes you realize how fleeting life is." It was difficult for her to leave her children behind during her 2 weeks of reporting the conflict. In Ukraine, she would often tell them, "a few days," not knowing how long she would be gone. She thought it was worthwhile to let everyone know what was going on, but that conflict between work and family, it's the kind of sorrow that gnaws at you quietly. Appreciate you following me through to the very finish. How do you feel about Erin's story? Were you surprised by anything? I would love to hear your opinions, so please leave them in the comments section. To ensure you don't miss anything, please hit the like button and subscribe if you liked this. For more captivating stories, click the video that is currently appearing on your screen. See you there.